Hey, welcome to Module 5. Karan's RAG API is working well for single queries. But there's a problem. Every request is completely independent. Ask a follow-up question and the API has no idea what you asked before. Real users expect a conversation, context that carries across multiple turns. In this module, we tackle state, persistence, and long-running work. We start with the foundational question. What should the API layer own and what belongs in storage? Let's get into it. Look at the conversation on screen. The user asks, what did the guest say about AI safety? The API answers correctly. Then the user sends a follow-up. Can you expand on that? Look at what happens. The API has no idea what that refers to. No memory of the previous question. No memory of the previous answer. It receives this as a completely new independent request. That's the stateless problem. And it's not just about follow-up questions. It's about user sessions, conversation history, personalization, and agent memory. The callout at the bottom says it. Real conversational AI needs context across turns. Solving this cleanly requires understanding what the API layer should own versus what belongs in storage. As shown in the diagram, 3 separate requests, 3 separate users, 3 separate API server instances, 3 independent responses. Request 1, user A does a get on /users, gets a 200 back. Request 2, user B does a post to /orders, gets a 201. Request 3, user C deletes an item, gets a 204. Each request hits the server, gets processed, gets a response, and the server immediately forgets everything. No shared context, no memory between them. The benefits of it are as follows. Simple to scale because any server instance can handle any request. Easy to test because there's no shared state to set up or clean up. Predictable because the same input always produces the same output. HTTP itself is stateless by design. These are real advantages, but the limitation is clear. If you need to remember something across requests, the server can't help you. That state has to live somewhere external. Now look at this diagram. Same 3 requests coming, but now there's a single API layer in the middle coordinating all of them, and a shared state layer on the right. Look at what's stored there. Chat history, previous turns in a conversation, user sessions, who is logged in and what they've done, ingested documents, what a user has uploaded to their knowledge base, agent memory, what steps an agent has completed in a workflow. The API layer coordinates requests and reads and writes to that shared state. That's the keyword, coordinates. It doesn't store anything itself. When Karen/ask endpoint handles a query, it reads the conversation history from the database, adds it to the prompt context, calls the LLM, then writes the new exchange back. Fast API is the middleman. The state lives in storage, not in the server. Here's the clean boundary. Fast API's job is to receive requests, validate them, authenticate the caller, orchestrate the retrieval and generation pipeline, and return a formatted response. That's it. The storage layer's job is to remember everything. Chat history, user sessions, ingested documents, agent state. When Karan/ask endpoint handles a query, it reads the conversation history from the database, adds it to the prompt context, calls the LLM, then writes the new exchange back to the database. Fast API is the coordinator in the middle. It never holds state itself. This separation is what makes the system scalable. You can run 10 fast API instances and they all read and write to the same shared storage. 5 types of state, what each one is and where it lives. Chat history is structured, ordered, and queried by user and session. That's relational data. PostgreSQL is the right home. Document knowledge base is ingested and chunk documents that need similarity search. That goes in a vector store like Quadrant. Agent state, steps completed, and tools called needs to survive between turns but is often short-lived. Database or Redis depending on how long it needs to persist. User preferences, per user settings, and model config are relational. Relational database again. Cached responses for frequent queries with reusable answers go in Redis for speed. Each type of state has a natural home. Match the state to the right storage system and you avoid a lot of performance and scaling problems later. Quick recap. Stateless means each request is independent. Simple to scale but no memory. Stateful behavior means the system remembers across requests and that memory lives in storage, not in Fast API itself. Fast API's job is to coordinate. Read from storage, process, write back. Keep that boundary clean and your system stays scalable and testable. In the next video, we get practical. Building the chat history layer with a relational database. Karan's API will finally be able to have a real conversation. See you there.